course I don't have my truck here, so I'm gonna have to use the old air impact and deal with that. But yeah, let's get started. I get to use my new jack, so that's exciting. Okay guys, here is the new hotness. Move that hand. Yes, these things look sick. I think I'm gonna put an antenna on it and some weight in the back to squat it, so I'll look like the fuzz. LOL. Just kidding, we ain't doing that shit. But this shit looks sick. I'm so happy with it. They stick out just enough to give it a little squatty look, but not enough to where the mud flaps don't work, and I'm gonna fling rocks all over the side. So let me get these torqued down and get them relearned to the truck, and then we're going out for a test drive. Come on. All right, I got the keys, I got it started. We're gonna relearn the tires, check the pressure, because I just had to mount the tires, so I don't know if they put the pressure at. So So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I was just talking to my camera for a minute, and it cut out while I went around and reprogrammed all the tires. So they're all at 35. I don't have to mess with that. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I decided to stop recording. So I got all the sensors set. They were at 35, so I didn't have to mess with that. I just had to reset the GoPro because it keeps stopping at like 10 seconds for some reason. So yeah, so these are the General Grabber HTS 60s. I thought they stopped making them altogether because these tires were on sale. They were $182 a piece, so out the door was like $826 or whatever with the installation on them. The sensors, I have a wholesale account at a GM dealership. I bought the sensors myself. They're factory sensors. They were $23 a piece instead of the $70 that the tire places wanted to charge you. I think the list on those are like $45 or something. But anyways, so I thought I was getting old tires, and I checked the date code on them, and they are not that old. Like that one is 426. That's 426. So that's the 4th week. So basically January, the end of January. What's this one? 226, so the 2nd week of January. And what is this one? And that's 426. So I got one that's 2 weeks older than the other 3, but either way. So I guess they just stopped making them for the 3/4 tons, which kind of sucks because I really like this tread pattern. Wears great, rides great. I love these tires. Like, I don't do off-roading, so I don't need an aggressive tire. But yeah, so these tires were mint. Love them. I'm gonna do an oil change tomorrow. I'm only at like 80%, but I like to keep the oil change with the tire rotation, so there's no guesswork about that. And this is that active management fuel thing. I mean, I have it deactivated, but still I didn't have the rods taken out of it or the lifter springs, so you definitely want to keep up on the oil change on these. It's part of the reason why they collapse and stop working properly. But either way, so we are going to take this for a test drive now, and let me know what you think. I hope you like them. I like them. We're going to get the black badges for the front and for the back, and then I'm probably going to replace all of the chrome little accents around it with black. Obviously, except for these, I ain't messing around with trying to get that off, and the chrome button. But yeah, we're going to get as much chrome off of this thing as we can, and I'm happy with them. So yeah, so these were a little over 800 bucks, like $826 or whatever out the door. And then the place I went to, Dunn Tire, they are actually going to match GM's buy 3 get 1 for $1, Now the thing is the Generals aren't on that program for GM right now. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't tell them that. So I'm getting the General Grabber HTs, which are what I have on my winter rims, and I'm happy with those tires. Not as happy as I was with the HTS 60s, but those are great tires too. So we got a set of 4 of those coming, and the dealership charges $200 for installation. Dunn Tire only charges $100, and so the taxes are going to be a little bit cheaper. So at the dealership it was going to be over $1,200 for the Continental, basically the same tire. They're made by the same company. Continental makes the HT, so I was going to have those put on there. But the General Grabber HT at Dunn Tire was a little bit cheaper a tire, and they're doing the buy 3 get 1 for $1. Their installation is $100 cheaper. So I'm actually going to make out even better instead of going to GM. So whatever, kind of sucks that I'm not giving my service advisor the business. Not that they make a ton off the tires anyways, but either way. So yeah, so those are the rims. I think the truck looks mint. Thanks for watching.